now I'm going to solve the same problem using a calculator. I don't have any way to show you how to do it, but I'm going to write down the steps, okay? So if you have a TI-83 plus or TI-83, this is the instructions on how to, you can put this problem into your calculator to be able to find the slope, okay? The first thing you would do is you would hit stat, okay? Stat is on your calculator, and I want you to look why I'm doing this because I won't be able to show you any other way. Stat is on your calculator, and it's underneath DEL, which stands for delete, okay? It's right beside your arrow keys. So the first thing you do is you hit stat. It's going to come up with some options. It's going to come up with edit, and then beside it, it's going to have count and test. You're going to select this, number 1, which is edit. So you're going to select edit, and then you're going to hit enter, which is down at the bottom. So you hit enter. It's going to come up with a list. L1, and it's going to say L2. It has to have this listing. It can't start at L3 or L4 or it won't work, okay? Now, what you're going to do is you're going to take these sets and you're going to put them underneath these two sets, okay? Just give me a minute to do it. If you have any numbers in there, hit the delete button to take them out if your L1 and L2 come up. So you just stand on the number, like make it dark around the number, and then delete it. Okay. So you're going to put it in just as it occurred. 3, and you're going to hit enter, and then you're going to use your arrow key to go to the right. So you can put 3 and 1, and then you're going to hit 5 and 7. Okay. Now, once that's in your calculator, you have that in, you're going to hit stat again. But this time, after you hit stat, and it comes up with the option, you're going to go across to count. Okay? So you're going to go to count. So go across to count, and then you're going to choose option 4. So it's linear regression. Go down to 4 or hit 4. Hit enter, enter, and it'll come up with an answer, okay? It's going to put it in this form. Y is equal to AX plus B. That A represents slope, okay? And this is what you're going to see on your screen. A is equal to 3. B is equal to -8. Let me tell you what that means. That this A, that's the slope. That's what you're looking for, okay? So the A is your slope. It's 3. We got the same answer that we did when we had the last problem. And this is your y-intercept. If they ask you to write it in an equation form of a line, then you would have everything that you need here to be able to write that. So let me just go back over the instructions again. You get this problem and it says find the slope of the line that passes through the points 3 and 1, 5 and 7. And you want to put it in your calculator. You can do it on paper or you can put it in your calculator, either way. Or you can do it on paper and then check it on a calculator. So you have your TI-83 plus. You go to stat. Stat is the button underneath delete. Then you go to number 1, which is edit, and you hit enter. This is going to come up. It's going to come up with a list like L1, L2, L3, L4. You need L1 and L2. You're going to put in 3 and 1, just like it is here, so just like that, right there. And then 5 and 7, pour that down like right there. Okay? Then you're going to hit stat again. This time when you go to stat, you're going to go over to count. You don't want edit again, you won't count. And then you're going to choose number 4, which is line regression. Okay? Once you get to number 4, you're going to hit enter, and then you're going to hit it again. And you're going to come up with this. It's going to come up with this. Your calculator is going to look like this. It's going to say line of regression, and then it's going to say y equals ax plus b. And it's going to say a is equal to 3, b is equal to -8. And this is the answer you're looking for. This is your slope. So now I've showed you how to do it on paper and how to put it in your calculator. And what you can do is do it on paper for the test, and then you can go to your calculator to check your answer. You will have unlimited time, so you'll be able to do it. Now this is question 4. It's the same question. I just want to give you another example so you can have something to practice. It'll say find the slope of the line that passes through the points, and they gave you new points, 1 and 2, and 5 and 3. So let's label these. X of 1, y sub 1. X of 2, y sub 2. And now you need to like pause the computer so that you can be able to practice this on your own. You want to say to yourself, well, what's the formula for slope? Okay? So that's y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Okay? So it's y's over y. You have the y's on top, the x on the bottom. So now you want to take these numbers and just put them into this formula. So you do 3. You got the 3 from there, minus 2. The 2 is right there. See the minus is already in there. And then you do 5 minus 1. Now I'm going to cover it again so you can just focus on part of it. Sometimes when people do tests, that's part of what they have. So now I'm just going to focus on the top. So 3 minus 2 is 1. Put your division sign. And now the bottom, 5 minus 1 is 4. This is your slope. So your slope is equal to 1/4. Okay? So this is the answer that they're asking you for. They say, what is the slope? This is your slope, 1/4. Okay, so now we're going to be doing problem number 5. Now I want you to really name the slope. These are 4 slopes that you have to know and you need to memorize, okay? A way that you can memorize this is that it's 4 different types of slope. One is positive, one is negative, one is 0, one is undefined. And I'm going to go through them in a way to remember, okay? So now this is positive slope. And the way to remember positive slope is that if you were on a roller coaster and you're going up, when everybody's going up on a roller coaster, everybody's raising their hand and they're happy, positive. So everybody's positive. Now, this would be what? Negative. When people start going down on the roller coaster, they start to cry, they start to panic. This is negative slope. It's going down to her. This is 0 slope. 0 slope is like the floor or like you driving a car. So imagine yourself being on a car. Okay? 0 slope. And this is undefined slope. And a way that you can remember this is that undefined slope is a line going down. It could be this side or it could be this side. So if I had another line on this side and I connected it like this, it looks like what letter? The letter U. So it's undefined slope. What you want to do is to write these down and make sure that you look over them and make sure that you can actually identify them and saying, okay, going up, positive, going down, negative, 0, like the floor or like a car. And then on a line like that is the right side or the left side of the letter U, undefined.